Hi everyone, this is Josephine. So today I thought it would be kind of fun to go over some of the problem sets that I went over during my tutoring session. So this question is asking us to first determine the degrees of unsaturation, and there's also determine the type of signals that you see in your 1H NMR and 13C NMR. So let's start off with what is degrees of unsaturation. And the equation basically pans out to be this 2 times C, which is carbon, plus 2 plus N, which is nitrogen, minus H, which is the total number of hydrogens that you have, and then minus X, which is halogens. So starting off with A, if you were to calculate the degrees of unsaturation, you should be able to see 2. There should be a total number of 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2. There is 0 total number of nitrogens. There is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and then divided by 2. So that should give you 0. So from then on, we wanted to calculate what is the total number of signals for both the hydrogen and then also the carbon. So in order for you to do this, you need to look for the different unique number of hydrogens and carbons. So if you are looking at this OH is different, which is also different from this, which is also different. This is also different, and then this is also different. So each one of these different type of hydrogens will give rise to a signal. Hydrogens that are the same area, which will be grouped as the same, will give rise to one signal in total. So in this case right here, if we were to calculate that, there should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of hydrogens, and then the carbon should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So moving on to the next one, for B, if we were to do the degrees of unsaturation, this should come out to be 0. And then for this one right here, we should have 1, 2 signals for the hydrogen, and then the carbon should also be 2 also. So we should see. Moving on to C. C is a fun one because this is a car center, these hydrogens should be quite different. So as a result of this, the total number of degrees of unsaturation for this one is 0. And then for this one right here, you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signals for the proton, and then for the carbon it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to D, the total degrees of unsaturation for this is 1. If we were to calculate out, there should be a total of 1, 2, 3 types of hydrogen, and then there should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 types of carbon. And then moving on to the next one right here, the degrees of unsaturation for this one right here should equals out to be about degrees of unsaturation to be 1. And then to find out how much carbon that we have, there should be about 1, 2, 3. And then for the hydrogen, it should be 1, 2. Moving on to F, this is a quite interesting problem because it first requires you to know the resonance structure of amides. And these amides can undergo this electron structure right here. So as a result of that, these hydrogens will actually be quite different. So in total, degrees of unsaturation for this one should be 1. There should be about 7 carbons and then about 6 hydrogens. Moving on to G, total degrees of unsaturation should be 2. There should be about 1, 2, 3, 4 type of hydrogens, and then in terms of the carbons, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 carbon, 4 hydrogens in total. For H, the number total of degrees of unsaturation should be 7. There should be 6 type of carbons, and then also 6 type of carbons and 4 type of hydrogens. And then finishing it off here for I, first, it's nice if you draw these hydrogens. The total degrees of unsaturation should be 2. There should be about 5 carbons and then about 5 hydrogens. For J, there should be about 5, and then there should be about 7 for the carbon and then about 5 for the hydrogen. And then to finish it out for K, the total degrees of unsaturation should be about 5. There should be 8 carbons and 6 hydrogens. And lastly, for L, the total degrees of unsaturation should be 4. There should be about 4 type of carbons and then about 3 types of hydrogens. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.